She won $5,000 at the blackjack table.
Y'all hear it.
Left the casino. 3 hours later, she was kidnapped. A single fiber and a tiny piece of cellophane were the only clues to her disappearance.
Y'all hear the show, man. Y'all know what that is? Forensic Files. Forensic Files is one of my favorite shows I've ever watched in my life. I am a Forensic Files fanatic. When I found out the Forensic Files came to Netflix and it was on Netflix, I was on it. I was binge watching all the episodes all day, me and my pops. Now, even before Netflix even came out, me and my pops would sit and watch it like every Saturday. We would watch it together from the morning time to the afternoon. If we ain't got nothing to do, we'd just be in there watching Forensic Files and be amazed at all the stories. But that voice y'all just heard, Peter Thomas, his voice made the show spectacular. Like, he is one of the best narrators I've ever heard in my life. Like, he has the perfect, like, chilling and creepy, eerie voice to go with a show that deals with deception, that deals with murder, that deals with all type of maniacal things. Like, his voice was perfect for it, and it made the show what it was. I promise y'all. And rest in peace to Peter Thomas. He died in 2016 at the age of 91. But nonetheless, man, the man was fantastic. His voice made the show eerie and creepy. And this show right here would have you paranoid at everybody that you ever met in your life. Your mama, your brothers, your sister, your kids, your wife, your fiance, significant other, whatever. Because I've seen some crazy episodes on this show. I've seen an episode where a guy, a young boy, he killed his father, right? And his father was a police officer. He killed his father with his father's own gun, locked the door, and left him in there. He calls 911, the dispatcher, and tells them like, my father's door is locked, but I heard a gunshot. I think he shot himself, right? And so the lady's like, okay, people are coming. He said, oh, hurry up. He's bleeding from his mouth. And the lady said, how did you know that? I thought you said the door was locked and you couldn't get in. You big dummy. Now, I promise y'all, the show is full of slip-ups like that. People thinking they smarter than what they are. They try to plan things out and they forget one thing, and then everything blow up in their face because they didn't plan everything perfectly the way that they thought. And you see how this show unravels. Like, I've seen guys try to come across as like just an innocent civilian or an innocent person, a neighbor. And like, hey, are we going to start? I remember one episode, the dude was like, hey, am I going to have to start worrying about my safety out here? And he was out there carrying on. He was the most dramatic person. Like, he was just the most concerned. And they like, man, this dude here, man, he being in front of this camera too much. Let's bring him in. Come to find out the dude, the one that killed the lady next door. And he was the one carrying on with the most dramatic. He was, oh my God, I'm going to have to worry about my safety out here. He's trying to talk to the police officers and make it seem like he's all cool and he's the most innocent person around. Little did he know, he's implicating himself he's trying to get too much interaction. He's trying to be seen too much, and he was putting himself out front too much in front of the cameras. They're like, look, we got to talk to you. Come to bring him in, give him a cigarette smoke, pull his DNA off the cigarette and all of that. He was done for. Like, and this show will have you wanting to deal with forensics. Like, I thought I wanted to be in forensics when I was a kid, because this show was popping when I was in high school. So I thought I wanted to be in forensics, but I ain't into all the science that you got to learn for it. But if anybody is, this show will trigger you to be like really wanting to pursue a career in this. But yeah, man, like I've seen them find a killer based off of a piece of gum, a hair follicle. I've seen them find a killer. Like, I've seen them, like a person that committed a crime when he was 21 killed a lady, right? This man made it to be 86. They came in because DNA wasn't popular. It wasn't as strong back then. Or it wasn't around back then. So for whatever reason, they reopened the case. At 80-something years old, they found out that this guy committed or killed this lady when he was 21, and he gotta go. Lock him up, he gone. But he thought he was away scot-free. He really didn't even know what they was coming to get him for. He had forgot about it. Well, he didn't forget about it, but he thought that was the last thing they was coming to get him for. And they came and got him. I done seen people use hypnosis on this show. They're trying to find out who committed a crime, who killed the person, hypnotized the person, and the person drew something and came up with a sketch, and the sketch was just like identical to that person. Like, I've seen crazy stuff happen on this show, and I'm like, wow. It made me wonder, like, with all these crimes going on, in some of these other neighborhoods, they can find out about this stuff too. They going this deep, you like, wow. You know, in the inner city neighborhoods, they can find out this stuff too. But I'm like, it's just amazing the way that they can find out who was attached to these crimes. Even if the person, like, they don't got a clue about the person, they can find one little thing and turn it into something. And listen, too, people say they use this show to go to sleep at night. Look, I can't go to sleep with this playing in my ear. Like, I'm promise you, I love this show, but when you sleep at night, it's an eerie type of feeling. You don't want to be listening to this playing in the background while you sleeping. I fell asleep on it on accident. Woke up like, nah, dog, we got to change this to something more pleasant when I go to sleep. I ain't trying to have no nightmares about somebody chasing me or my family in my dream or nothing like that. But yeah, everything from the dramatization, the dramatization. Well, how do you pronounce it? How they reenact the reenactment of the whole crime. It's always the way they do it. You be like, man, it really looked like this how it actually went down. Then I remember this one episode, right, with this guy. He went into business with his best friend. Him and his best friend had I think it was an auto repair business. And over time, he was getting sickly. He was having really bad chest pains. Chest pains so bad, his chest was burning so bad. One night, he took off his shirt and lied on the cold kitchen floor because he felt like that was the only thing that was going to heal him from that pain that he was feeling because his chest was burning so bad. He goes to the doctor, and the doctor say, man, looks like you've been getting arsenic poisoning in you. They're like, but the question is, where is the arsenic poisoning coming from? So he explains, listen, you know, I'm just at home with my wife, and I'm out with my friend, my boy, his guy. You know, he's like, my wife ain't gonna do nothing like this. He didn't think his boy would either. But he asked him, sir, when you go out, the doctor said, look, when you go out with your friend, do you ever go to the bathroom a lot? Do you ever step away from your food? He said, yes, I go to the bathroom frequently. Yeah, for sure. He said, listen, you might need to look into that. Come to find out, he already knew this, though. His friend that he was in business with is a high school, a science teacher. So he has a chemistry teacher. So he has access to arsenic and all this type of stuff. And yeah, he was always leaving and going to go get food a lot. The friend was putting stuff in his drink and his food, poisoning him slowly, trying to give him that slow death. But luckily, he went to the doctor before it was too late. Come to find out, in the contract, the other friend owns 97% of the business, while he owns only 3%. And he said he never read the contract. He just signed off on it. He just signed off on the contract because he just took his friend for his word. You know, he believed his friend was full of integrity. They had a great friendship, great rapport. They had been friends for forever. So he thinking, my boy not finna do me wrong. Little did he know, the boy was jipping him out of his business and was trying to kill him before he found out about it at all. Because I think the business started declining, or he wasn't seeing the funds he was supposed to be getting slowly but surely. And then, you know, everything was going to get found out. And the friend tried to kill him off. They found out what the friend did. The friend goes to jail. And the friend's wife, the man that was poisoning the man, his wife was like, my husband would never do this. He would never do that. Lady, stop playing. Your husband a killer, and he tried to get me out the game in cold blood. Well, not even in cold blood. He tried to get me out the game the slow, painful way. And I'm just like, wow. This man been knowing this man for a whole bunch of years. They've been great friends for all this time. You like, man, you really think like, man, you got to really be careful about the people you befriend, because it's a lot of people out here that's out to get some insurance money or out to get money. They'll do some vile, heinous things for some money. And I remember this one too, where this guy, he kept killing his wives, and he was on his third wife and she died. And I'm like, it took y'all the third wife to find out it was patterns between the deaths of all his wives. All his wives kept dying mysteriously in the same type of manner. Like, what the hell? How y'all don't see this? Well, how y'all don't see that this guy is they steady dying, and it's always in a strange way. He the one that's doing this. And I'm like, it took y'all this long? For real? But he kept doing it, and he kept racking up that insurance money. And it was crazy too, because every time they go spend the insurance money, like a day or two after the person died, go spend it up. And they're like, if you're gonna do something, I don't co-sign that ignorance, I don't co-sign that heinous, vile activity. But I'm like, if you're gonna be a criminal and think you're gonna get away with it, why you don't wait for some time down the line? Like, they go in 2 days after, but that's just because that's the heinous person that they are. They can't control themselves. They can't control themselves, and they just ready to, okay, I killed them. Let's spend this money up. Let's spend this money up. I done seen women get their husbands killed, then get the man that they was cheating on them, that she was cheating on the husband with, killed in hopes to be with another man. Like, I done seen a woman kill a person, and she tried to say her husband committed suicide, put the gun in his hand, but put the gun in the wrong hand that he would have shot himself with. So there's people that think they out trying to outsmart the game, think they smarter than the game, smarter than the police, and they get caught and get busted. And Lord knows, when they put that luminol on the floor to light that floor up to see where the blood is at, you are in trouble. Trouble. Because you can't clean it up. I want y'all, and I want the people to too on the show to know, bleach don't work. Because they be trying to scrub and scrape with bleach, and the luminol get on the floor and tell a whole story about everything that happened. I seen them tell one time the girl said an attacker did something to her. And they like, ma'am, ain't no way that this person ain't no way that it would have been like this. The blood spatter pattern is awkward. Like, it came from you or something like that. Like, they broke it down from the blood splatter pattern with a knife. They reenacted this. I remember them reenacting a guy saying his wife had a mysterious fall down the stairs. Come to find out, he hit her with a blunt object to make her fall down the stairs like that. They had a dummy reenact the fall. They're like, oh no, that wouldn't have exhibited enough force in order to kill her or cause this injury that she sustained. So ain't no way she really fell down the stairs and died. So it's just the way that these shows are broken down. I love Forensic Files, for real. If y'all a fan, y'all let me know. But Forensic Files is definitely a dope show. And the way that they break down everything is truly, truly special, man. Y'all got to check the show out. If y'all haven't seen it, I believe it's still on Netflix. I'm not sure. But y'all tell me y'all favorite episodes and stuff that they found, like whatever they found that shocked or surprised you. But yeah, man. Nonetheless, great show. Shout out Forensic Files and rest in peace to Peter Thomas. Peace.